Dream Architectural Therapy. I'd like you once again take the time out just for you to experience this wonderful guided hypnotherapy. All you have to do is absolutely nothing. Look on this as time out and understand that I want the best for you. I want you to be happy. I want you to be well. So when you're ready to go into hypnosis, find a place where you can sit quietly, just listen to my voice and enjoy the experience. I'm assuming that you've found that space and that time and you're sitting comfortably. So what I'd like you to do is take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, allow your eyes to close. That's right, with the eyes closed, you can begin to relax. Although at times you may be more aware of some things than you were before, the sounds in the room, the sound of my voice, the comfort of the chair, the sensations in arms and legs, the beating of your heart, and the thoughts and images that drift into the mind automatically. Because with the eyes closed, it becomes easier to become more and more aware of a variety of things that otherwise may go overlooked or ignored. Thoughts and feelings, sensations, and the alteration of awareness as the mind begins that gradual letting go. Letting go even of the effort it takes to make the effort that it might take. To tell the exact position of arms, legs, or the entire body now that starts to drift through time and space. That wonderful, free-floating place of effortless relaxation and letting go. Allowing events to occur in your own time, in your own way, as you drift deeper, deeper down into a wonderful, hypnotic trance. Just you, the sound of my voice, and a feeling of freedom. Every word I say is going to take you even deeper. And the deeper you go, the better you'll feel. The better you feel, the deeper you'll go. 10, 20, 100 times deeper now. And as you drift deeper and deeper, my voice, my words will drift with you. To become a part of your experience now. And so as you drift even deeper, imagine just for a moment that you're standing at the top of 5 steps, 5 safe steps that lead down into a beautiful garden. One of those gardens that you see in those ancient homes. One of those old walled gardens, beautiful lawn, flowers. And as I count down from 5, you're going to take those steps. And every step is going to take you deeper and deeper into the most wonderful state of relaxation and bliss. 5. Going deeper, deeper down now. 4. 3. Going even deeper. 2. 1. 0. And now you're in that garden. You can feel the softness of the grass under your feet. You can smell the perfume of the flowers. You can see the colours filling your senses. Notice there on the pathway is an old oak bench. An old oak bench carved out of a single piece of oak. Hundreds of years old. And as you make your way over to that bench, you can feel the softness of the grass, that cool breeze on your face, the warmth of the sun. And as you sit on that bench, you look up into the blue sky. A feeling of freedom washes through you. And you close your eyes. And you go into the most wonderful, deep, deep sleep. In that sleep, you go into a dream. In that dream, you're walking through one of those fields of gold, One of those fields that Sting sings about. Wheat and barley. You can smell the perfume of the flowers. See a breeze blowing across the top of that field like a wave on the ocean. The golden hue under the sun. And as you walk through that field, it opens out onto a pathway. A safe pathway that leads down into a valley. There are wild flowers as far as the eye can see. And every word I say, we're going to take those steps down that pathway. The deeper you go into that valley, the better you're going to feel. And you can see there, along the pathway, is an old oak tree. Its branches overhanging the pathway. A tree that's hundreds of years old. And as you pass beneath the branches, you feel the coolness of the shade. You can see the light shining between the leaves like diamonds. And you can imagine the people that have met there, friends that have met there, lovers that have met there, people who have sheltered there throughout those years. As you walk back out into the sunlight, deeper and deeper into the valley, you feel the warmth of the sun on your face. And now you can see the river that runs through that valley, running to somewhere miles and miles away. As you sit on the riverbank, watching the leaves and the twigs on the current drifting down that river, you can see there, tied to the riverbanks, an old rowing boat. It's been left there, forgotten about, abandoned. There's a number on the side, you can just about make it out. The dried leaves in the bottom of the boat, and that boat's been left there, forgotten about, abandoned, maybe for years. And as you see the boat, you notice there on your back is a rucksack. You haven't noticed it before, but now you can feel the weight of it. In that rucksack is every negative, limiting belief that you or anyone else who have placed on you has ever held you back. Every angry word, every ounce of embarrassment, hurt, pain, sadness that's been placed on you throughout your life. So subtly at first that you hardly felt it, one at a time over the years. But now you can feel the weight of it. It's been holding you back, it's been slowing you down. But you can see me standing in front of you. And you can feel me unstrapping that bag from your back. And you can watch as I drag that bag over to that boat. And lift it into the boat. Watch the boat go lower in the water under the weight of all the hurt, pain, sadness, negative words, limiting beliefs that have been holding you back. Watch as I undo the rope that's holding that boat to the riverbank. Watch as I kick that boat out into the river and the current starts to take it down that river. As the boat gets smaller and smaller, the number gets smaller and smaller now. Watch as that boat becomes a little black dot and then disappears round a bend in the river. And as you lay back on the riverbank and you look up into that blue sky, you can picture that boat way out there on the ocean, a tiny little boat, weighed down with that bag, out there on the ocean. And watch as a wave washes over it and takes it to the bottom of the ocean, thousands and thousands of feet below, into the darkness. In your mind's eye you can see that boat hitting the seabed, that bag spilling out, thousands of sea creatures taking all the pain, sadness and burying it at the bottom of the ocean, never to affect you again. And as you picture that in your mind, as you lay there on the riverbank, you close your eyes and you go into a sleep. And in that sleep you go into a dream. In that dream you're walking into the most beautiful light, the most wonderful light. And as you walk into that light, you can see there's a door like the door to a bank vault, a massive steel door. Above it is a keypad. 3 numbers pop into your mind. You punch them into the keypad and the light goes green. You turn that big dial on that door and you pull that door open. And you step into that bank vault. Now on the wall is a bank of safety deposit boxes. One of them's got your name on it. You go over to that safety deposit box and you open the door. You take out the canister and you take it to the tables there in the middle of that room. And you open the lid. There is a clear, high-definition photograph of you having achieved the things you want to achieve in your life and have done it brilliantly. Step into that photograph and feel what it feels like to have achieved it. Notice the way you move, the way you breathe, the way you feel. Step out of the photograph. Now under that photograph is a piece of A4 paper. It's folded. As you unfold the paper, you can see clearly now in your own handwriting the answers to the questions that you've been asking yourself. The things you need to do to achieve the things you want to achieve in your life. The things you need to let go of to be everything you can be. The answers are written there in your own handwriting. And you're memorising them, you're storing them in that part of your mind that's there for those understandings and learnings. Now you've memorised the answers to those questions you've been asking yourself. You fold the piece of paper up and you put it back in the canister. You put the photograph back on top of the paper and you close the lid. You take the canister and you take it back to the safety deposit box and put it in that cupboard. Shut the door. Turn that dial and lock that safety deposit box. Now walk back out of the bank vault. Feel the weight of the door as you lock it now behind you. Spin the dial, see that light go red. Now you're walking back into that light. That wonderful light, a feeling of love, freedom, enlightenment. See the face of the people you love, feel that love right now. And as you walk into that light, as you feel that love, you realise you're actually in a dream. A dream that you're having on that riverbank. As you realise that, you're waking up on that riverbank and you can remember now that boat laden down with that bag now buried at the bottom of the ocean. And with it, every negative, limiting belief, every ounce of hurt, pain, sadness that was ever placed on you. Buried at the bottom of the ocean. Now we're walking back up that pathway out of the valley. And notice that lightness of being. You can see that oak tree. And as you walk beneath that oak tree once again, feel the coolness of the shade. As you walk back out into the sunlight, feel the sun now on your back as you walk up out of that valley. Now you can see that field of gold. And as you walk back into that field of gold and you smell the perfume of the barley and the wheat and the softness of the plants against your hands, you realise you're actually in the dream that you're having in that beautiful walled garden. As you realise that, you're waking up on that bench. You can see those flowers. You can smell the perfume. You can see the 5 steps that led down into that garden. And now you're walking over to those steps. Now you're at the bottom of those steps, and I'm going to count from 1 to 5. And you're going to run up those steps with a new understanding, a lightness of being you haven't felt for years. Feeling of joy, so get ready. So count from 1 to 5, you're going to run up those steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now at the top of those steps, looking out across that garden. You can see the bench where you fell asleep and went into that dream. You can see the flowers, the lawn. And as you look out across the garden, you realise you're actually in a deep hypnotic trance, sitting in that chair in a wonderful hypnotic trance, listening to the sound of my voice. Now in a moment I'm going to count from 1 to 10. Every suggestion I've given you, you'll act upon, carry out without hesitation, is now your reality. On 8, your eyes will open, you will feel incredible, as if you've had a ton weight lifted from your shoulders, as if you've had the blinkers taken off, the shackles removed, a feeling of freedom you may have never experienced before. And on 10, that feeling's going to grow stronger day by day, as you work towards achieving the things you want to achieve, doing it fearlessly and with a feeling of total joy and love. So get ready as I count from 1 to 10. On 8, your eyes will open, you will feel incredible. And on 10, that feeling's going to grow stronger day by day. 1, feeling absolutely wonderful now. 2, to achieve the things you want to achieve in your life and do it fearlessly. 3, feeling freedom from every negative, limiting belief that was ever placed on you. 4, feel the force of that freedom through every cell, every fibre of your body. 5, feeling incredibly alive now. 6, 7, 8, eyes opening, feeling absolutely wonderful. 9, 10. Enjoy.